Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14. Longhorns, nothing.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Off the bootleg.
Warner.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And now the ball's out, full near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Rich, this first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, it's Martin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
At their own 30.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that all day. Well, everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. From the gun, Hall. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Clemson
Clemson tacks on to their lead.
The extra point.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Martin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep it still.
In trouble, he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Walker with a grab, left side.
Warner's pass. Complete to Derrick.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw on 3rd down. Warner looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The punter for Texas out on the field as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Hall throwing on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He's got Fuller. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
That's caught at the 25. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
17-yard line.
Here's Hall. A final shot before break. Forced out to his left. Clemson fans right now saying, Tommy who? Because it has been all Tigers here as we reach halftime at Arlington. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's first and goal, Clemson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight.
Longhorns, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he locates Walker, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
First and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 37.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing on third and long. Warner. Warner's hit, and he loses it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Slater on the return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punter for Texas out on the field as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Clemson out for another drive, and it's starting to look for all the world that they'll be back in the national championship game again as they start here 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hall. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Hall. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Rich Norton.
3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Rich Norton for the Clemson field goal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. He finds an open man, Simpson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's first and goal, Clemson. Operating from the gun. Hall, flush to his right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great, got 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The punter for Texas out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll take it at the 42. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Clemson now with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Room here to run. The 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big run that time by Henry. 43 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hall now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed. Touchdown, Clemson. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Martin, the ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd down, Warner. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Given
yards there. Here's first and goal, Clemson. From the gun, Hall eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. An 11-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about this guy, as we said, rotated in and out of the lineup all season. But right now, he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. It'll be Warner on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Warner from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 37.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And able to find Green. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
First and 10.
The Longhorns come up first and 10. Operating from the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's on a throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
For a quarter to the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Slater on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you're upset. That dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
Well, the pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback. Clemson trails at the break. This national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
The tight end, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 12.
The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title.
Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Well, that'll bring up fourth. They had the 80-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Hall on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further. Further down inside the 40. And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long. And now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
Here's 1st and goal, Clemson. From the gun, Hall, flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Clemson has taken the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for the quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, he You're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said two things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Going deep this time for Miller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw it is Hall. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 50 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
6.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, some strong running, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. DeAndre Jewell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the second half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13 yards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Open man is Anderson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. It's Burgess looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And it's caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun, Barrett. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson there to make the grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got to... Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. On the carry, it's Jewell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. They knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Here's 1st and goal, Clemson. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe...
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and I'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, What does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm gonna give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
Was he eavesdropping?
Always.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play? It felt good, telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were going to play together. The next question was, did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak Kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Got it. Ready? Ready, go! Ready? Hut! Ready? 70 people.
something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones, go.